Welcome to AWS Mastery Labs, turning AWS chaos into clarity with bite-sized tutorials, hands-on labs, and exam-smashing tips. In this video, we'll introduce you to the basics of AWS Cloud Financial Management. You'll learn what it means to manage costs in the cloud, why it's important, and how AWS provides tools to help you plan, monitor, and optimize your cloud spending. Whether you're just getting started with AWS or looking to build a strong foundation in cloud cost management, this video will give you the key concepts and practical tips to manage your AWS usage more effectively. Let's get started. When moving to the cloud, one of the biggest shifts organizations encounter is in how they manage their IT spending. Traditional data centers rely on fixed costs, buying hardware upfront and planning for capacity over years. But in AWS, the model is completely different. With pay-as-you-go pricing, you're only billed for what you use. This brings flexibility, but also new challenges. Costs can scale up quickly if you're not paying attention. This is where AWS Cloud Financial Management comes in. Just like security or operations, financial management in the cloud is a shared responsibility. AWS manages the pricing and infrastructure, but it's up to you to make sure your usage aligns with your budget, your business goals, and your accountability structures. AWS supports this with tools, best practices, and a strong architectural foundation. In fact, cost optimization is one of the 5 pillars of the AWS well-architected framework. That means it's not an afterthought. It's a critical design principle that should be part of every decision you make in the cloud. Gaining visibility into your AWS costs requires both proactive planning, such as setting budgets and forecasts, and reactive monitoring, like identifying unexpected usage spikes or underutilized resources. AWS recommends thinking of cloud financial management as a life cycle. Measure, monitor, analyze, plan, and optimize. And it all starts with tagging. A solid tagging strategy is essential for allocating costs to the right teams, projects, or business units. Whether you're just getting started or looking to refine your practices, AWS provides a wide range of tools, from free dashboards and reports to advanced enterprise-grade services that help you track, control, and optimize every dollar spent. Managing cloud costs effectively starts with visibility, and that's exactly what AWS Cost Explorer is designed to provide. It's an interactive tool that helps you visualize and analyze your AWS spending patterns over time, giving you the insights you need to understand where your money is going. Cost Explorer makes it easy to break down your costs across a variety of dimensions. You can filter your reports by service, linked account, tag, or even region, helping you pinpoint exactly what's driving your AWS bill. Whether you're looking at high-level trends or diving into specific workloads, Cost Explorer gives you the flexibility to explore the data in the way that makes the most sense for your organization. One of its powerful features is forecasting. By analyzing your historical usage and spending, Cost Explorer can project future costs, helping you plan ahead and avoid surprises. It also includes detailed reports for reserved instance utilization and coverage. These reports show you how effectively you're using your reserved capacity and where there might be opportunities to save by adjusting your commitments. For deeper optimization, Cost Explorer supports savings analysis and right-sizing recommendations, which can help identify underused resources and suggest ways to reduce spend without compromising performance. If you need to pull cost data into your own dashboards or internal systems, Cost Explorer offers API access so you can integrate cost intelligence directly into your workflows. And finally, the customizable dashboards let different teams focus on the cost metrics and key performance indicators that matter most to them, ensuring that everyone, from finance to engineering, has the visibility they need to make informed decisions. Keeping cloud costs under control isn't just about reviewing your bill at the end of the month, it's about staying ahead of the curve with smart, proactive financial planning. That's exactly what AWS Budgets is designed to help you do. AWS Budgets allows you to create highly customizable budgets to monitor your AWS usage and costs in real time. You can define thresholds that align with your financial goals and track your actual spend or usage as it approaches or exceeds those limits. Whether you're keeping tabs on your monthly cloud bill or managing reserved capacity, AWS Budgets gives you the tools to stay informed and in control. There are several types of budgets available. You can create cost budgets to monitor how much you're spending, usage budgets to track how much of a service you're consuming, and dedicated budgets for reserved instances and savings plans to ensure you're getting the value you expected from your long-term commitments. One of the most powerful features is proactive alerting. AWS budgets can send notifications via email or Amazon SNS when your usage or spend nears a defined threshold, or even when it's forecasted to exceed it based on current trends. This means you can take action before an overage happens, not after. Budgets can be scoped very specifically. You can track spend by AWS service, linked account region, or even by resource tag, which is especially helpful when you want to align budgets with specific teams, projects, or business units. For advanced users, the Budgets API lets you manage and automate your budgeting programmatically, integrating it with your existing tooling. And with budget actions, you can automatically trigger responses, like stopping EC2 instances or restricting IAM access when a threshold is breached, adding a layer of governance that protects your organization from unexpected charges. If you need the most complete and detailed view of your AWS spending and usage, look no further than the AWS Cost and Usage Report, often referred to as CUR. This report is the most comprehensive data source AWS provides for understanding every dollar you spend and how your cloud resources are being used. The CUR delivers data at an incredibly detailed level. It breaks down your usage into line items for every unique combination of AWS service, usage type, and pricing dimension. That means you can see exactly how much you're spending on things like EC2 compute time, S3 storage, or data transfer, right down to specific instance types, regions, or even hours of the day. One of the key benefits of the CUR is its customizability. You can choose the report frequency, hourly, daily, or monthly, and have the data delivered automatically to an Amazon S3 bucket of your choice. It even supports resource-level granularity, so you can identify specific resources, like EC2 instance IDs or EBS volumes, giving you full transparency into what's driving your costs. You can further tailor the report by adding custom data columns and choose to amortize reserved instances or savings plans, so costs are spread evenly over the duration of your commitments, ideal for financial planning and reporting. But collecting data is just the beginning. CUR is designed to work seamlessly with AWS Analytics services. You can analyze it directly using Amazon Athena, visualize it with Amazon QuickSight, or load it into a Redshift data warehouse for advanced queries. For even more automation, CUR can be set up to integrate with AWS Glue and Athena, enabling automatic schema detection and query-ready reporting. Perfect for building scalable, cost transparency dashboards. Whether you're part of a finance team, a cloud architect, or in operations, the CUR empowers you with the data you need to make smart, informed decisions about your AWS environment. At the heart of managing your cloud finances is having quick, easy access to where your money is going. And that's exactly what the AWS Billing Dashboard delivers. It's your centralized console for viewing all your current and forecasted AWS charges in one place, giving you a clear snapshot of your cloud spending. Right from the dashboard, you can see your month-to-date spending, along with a forecast that projects your total costs for the rest of the month. This high-level visibility helps you stay ahead of your budget and spot trends early. For a more detailed view, the dashboard provides a service-by-service breakdown of your usage and associated costs. Whether it's EC2, S3, Lambda, or any other AWS service, you can quickly identify which areas are driving the bulk of your expenses. If you're taking advantage of the AWS free tier, the dashboard includes a free tier usage tracker, so you can monitor your consumption and avoid unexpected charges once those limits are exceeded. You'll also find tools to manage your billing preferences. Whether you want a consolidated bill for multiple accounts or more granular billing details, the dashboard lets you configure these settings to match your financial reporting needs. From this same console, you can also update your tax settings and payment methods, making account administration straightforward and centralized. AWS Billing Dashboard also highlights savings plans and reserved instance purchase recommendations, helping you identify long-term savings opportunities based on your usage patterns. Finally, The dashboard gives you direct access to key billing documents, including invoices, downloadable cost allocation reports, and other important financial summaries, so you can manage cloud spend with confidence and clarity. One of the biggest drivers of unnecessary cloud spend is misprovisioned compute resources. In other words, using more than you need or not enough. That's where AWS Compute Optimizer comes in. It's a powerful, machine learning powered service designed to help you strike the perfect balance between performance and cost. Compute Optimizer works by analyzing your resource usage patterns, how your EC2 instances, EBS volumes, auto-scaling groups, and even Lambda functions are performing over time. It looks at metrics like CPU utilization, memory usage, disk I/O, and more, and uses that data to offer actionable recommendations for improvement. One of its most valuable features is right-sizing recommendations for EC2 instances. If you're running an instance that's consistently underutilized, or one that's struggling to keep up, Compute Optimizer will suggest a better fitting instance type, along with a projected cost savings if you take the recommendation. This helps ensure you're only paying for the capacity you actually need. For workloads using auto-scaling groups, Compute Optimizer can recommend optimal instance types and sizes, helping you maintain elasticity while avoiding over-provisioning. This is especially useful for environments with dynamic traffic or usage patterns. Compute Optimizer also goes beyond compute, offering recommendations for EBS volumes to help reduce storage costs by identifying underused or inefficient volumes. And for serverless workloads, it doesn't stop there. If you're using AWS Lambda, the service can analyze your function invocations and suggest adjustments to the memory allocation, helping you find the sweet spot between performance and cost. All of these recommendations are presented with detailed justifications, so you understand the reasoning behind each suggestion. You can also export these reports for further analysis or sharing with your team. When you're managing workloads in the cloud, it helps to have a knowledgeable guide, someone constantly looking over your environment, offering advice, and pointing out ways to improve. That's exactly what AWS Trusted Advisor does. Think of it as your automated cloud consultant, performing real-time checks to help you align with AWS best practices and reduce unnecessary costs. Trusted Advisor runs automated checks across 5 key categories: cost optimization, performance, security, fault tolerance, and service limits. Each check is designed to help you uncover inefficiencies, spot potential issues early, and optimize your AWS environment for both performance and budget. In terms of cost optimization, Trusted Advisor is especially valuable. It helps you identify idle and underutilized resources, like EC2 instances that are running but doing very little. Shutting these down or resizing them can lead to immediate savings. It also analyzes your historical usage patterns and recommends reserved instance purchases, which can significantly reduce costs for steady, long-term workloads. Beyond cost, Trusted Advisor provides service limit monitoring, helping you avoid hitting quotas that could cause disruptions or lead to surprise overages. You'll get alerts when you're approaching thresholds for things like EC2 instances, elastic IPs, or VPC limits. Trusted Advisor also acts as a security watchdog. It flags common configuration mistakes or risky settings, like open ports, exposed IAM permissions, or outdated SSL certificates, that could leave you vulnerable to attacks or data loss, which could end up being very expensive to fix. Access to certain checks depends on your AWS support plan. Basic plans include a few cost and security checks, while business and enterprise tiers unlock the full suite of over 50 checks. And for those looking to scale or automate, Trusted Advisor also offers programmatic access via the AWS Support API, letting you pull check results into your own dashboards or trigger automated responses based on its insights. As you scale your workloads in AWS, one important yet often overlooked aspect of cloud management is service quotas. These are the soft limits AWS places on the number of resources you can use, like the number of EC2 instances per region, or the number of Lambda executions per second. While these limits are designed to help manage infrastructure at scale, running into them unexpectedly can cause disruptions to your applications or business operations. That's where AWS service quotas comes in. This tool provides a centralized view and management console for all your service limits across your AWS environment. You no longer have to track individual quotas manually or search through different documentation. Instead, you get a single pane of glass that shows you your current usage versus your quota for each supported AWS service. This visibility lets you act proactively, not reactively. You can monitor how close you are to a limit and request a quota increase before you hit a wall. For many services, quota requests can be submitted directly through the console with just a few clicks. Even better, AWS Service Quotas integrates with Amazon CloudWatch, allowing you to set up automated monitoring and alerts. That means you can be notified the moment your usage starts approaching a critical threshold, giving you time to scale ahead of demand or adjust your resources accordingly. For organizations with recurring needs, Service Quotas also offers predefined templates for frequently requested increases, streamlining the process even further. To support governance and auditing, the tool includes quota history tracking, so you can see when changes were made, who made them, and how your limits have evolved over time. When using AWS, having the right level of support can make a big difference, especially when it comes to managing your cloud costs effectively. That's why AWS offers a range of support plans, each tailored to meet different needs and levels of technical and financial engagement. It all starts with the basic support plan, which is automatically included with every AWS account. This gives you access to core tools like the AWS Billing Dashboard and Cost Explorer, letting you monitor your usage and spending. However, it doesn't include technical support or detailed optimization guidance. The next tier is the Developer Support Plan. This is ideal for early-stage users who are building and experimenting in the cloud. It adds general guidance as well as access to client-side diagnostic tools, perfect for smaller teams that need occasional help troubleshooting. Stepping up, the Business Support Plan is where cost optimization really becomes a focus. This plan includes full access to AWS Trusted Advisor checks, helping you identify underutilized resources and spot cost-saving opportunities. You also get 24/7 access to AWS Cloud Support engineers for faster issue resolution. For organizations starting to scale rapidly, there's the Enterprise On-Ramp Plan. This level adds proactive guidance, including access to a technical account manager, someone who helps you plan and optimize your architecture and spending patterns over time. At the top of the ladder is the Enterprise Support Plan. This provides the highest level of engagement, with a concierge team to help manage billing and accounts, as well as personalized cost optimization workshops and in-depth architectural reviews. It's designed for large-scale businesses running mission-critical workloads in AWS. Regardless of your plan, all tiers offer access to documentation, white papers, and AWS support communities. But as you move up, you unlock deeper technical and financial insight, leading to more control, greater efficiency, and stronger return on investment. As businesses grow their cloud footprint, they often need to manage multiple AWS accounts, whether to separate workloads, isolate environments, or delegate access across teams and departments. That's where AWS Organizations comes in. It's a powerful service that lets you manage all your AWS accounts from one central place, while streamlining cost control, governance, and financial visibility. One of the most important features of AWS Organizations is consolidated billing. Instead of paying for each account separately, you can roll up all charges into a single bill. This not only simplifies billing operations, but also unlocks volume pricing discounts, since AWS calculates usage across the entire organization, not just individual accounts. Organizations also helps enforce consistent tagging policies. With centralized cost allocation tag policies, you can make sure all teams follow the same tagging strategy, making it much easier to track costs by project, team, or application across accounts. This is a critical part of effective cloud financial management. To help keep spending in check, AWS Organizations enables service control policies, or SCPs. These are powerful tools that let you define what services or actions can and cannot be used within specific accounts. For example, you might prevent the use of expensive GPU instances in development environments, or restrict certain regions entirely to avoid compliance risks or unexpected charges. AWS Organizations also integrates with Account Factory, which lets you automate and standardize account creation. Each new account can be pre-configured with security baselines, network settings, and importantly, cost controls built in from day one. Finally, for centralized oversight, Organizations supports cross-account IM roles, making it easy for finance teams or administrators to access cost and usage data across the organization from a single pane of glass. As organizations scale their presence in AWS, managing multiple accounts with consistent governance becomes increasingly important, not just for security and compliance, but also for cost control. That's where AWS Control Tower comes in. AWS Control Tower builds on top of AWS Organizations to provide a centralized, automated way to manage multiple accounts while enforcing financial, operational, and security best practices right from the start. Think of it as your mission control for establishing a well-governed, cost-aware AWS environment at scale. One of Control Tower's key features is the implementation of preventative guardrails. These are pre-configured rules that can block the deployment of costly or non-approved resources, helping you avoid budget overruns before they even happen. For example, you might restrict the creation of high-cost instance types or block the use of unapproved AWS regions. In addition to prevention, Control Tower also includes detective guardrails. These continuously monitor your environment to identify cost optimization opportunities or flag activities that could result in financial inefficiencies, like underutilized services or improperly tagged resources. Control Tower also comes with Account Factory, a self-service capability for creating new AWS accounts that are standardized and pre-configured. This ensures that every new account adheres to built-in cost controls and governance policies from day one. No more chasing down misconfigured environments after the fact. You can also design your custom landing zone, tailoring Control Tower to meet your organization's specific needs. Control Tower supports a customizable framework for cloud financial management. Finally, Control Tower provides a dashboard view into guardrail compliance. He's giving you high-level visibility into how well your accounts are adhering to cost control measures, so you can spot risks, take corrective action, and continuously improve your financial governance. Before launching any workload in the cloud, it's essential to understand the cost implications of your architecture. That's exactly where the AWS pricing calculator comes in. This interactive tool allows you to estimate the cost of your AWS resources before deployment, helping you make informed financial decisions early in the planning process. The calculator supports detailed configuration options, enabling you to model specific use cases with precision. Whether you're estimating costs for EC2 instances, databases, storage, or networking components, you can select exact service parameters, like instance types, storage volumes, and data transfer amounts, to get accurate pricing estimates. One of the most powerful features of the AWS pricing calculator is the ability to compare multiple deployment scenarios side by side. Want to know if it's more cost-effective to run your workload in one region over another? Or whether reserved instances or savings plans could help reduce your long-term spend? The calculator makes it easy to explore these options and understand their financial impact. Speaking of long-term planning, the tool also allows you to model costs using reserved instances and savings plans, which helps you project committed use savings and make smarter investment decisions. Since pricing varies by geography, the calculator includes region-specific pricing, allowing you to tailor estimates to your global deployment strategy and optimize for both performance and budget. Collaboration is also built in. You can generate shareable links to your estimates, making it easier to work with finance teams, procurement officers, or technical stakeholders. Plus, the calculator produces exportable reports, perfect for including in presentations, business cases, or formal budgeting documents. Whether you're building something simple or architecting a complex multi-tier solution, the AWS pricing calculator empowers you to plan with confidence, avoid surprises, and align your cloud strategy with your financial goals right from the start. Once your workloads are up and running in the cloud, optimizing costs becomes an ongoing responsibility. That's where cost optimization best practices come into play. One of the foundational practices is implementing a comprehensive tagging strategy. Tags help you break down costs by team, project, application, or business unit. When done correctly, tagging provides the visibility you need to allocate costs accurately and hold the right stakeholders accountable for their usage. For workloads that are steady and predictable, consider using reserved instances or savings plans. These purchasing options offer significant discounts compared to on-demand pricing, sometimes up to 72%, when you commit to using resources over a 1 or 3 year term. For workloads that are flexible or fault-tolerant, such as batch jobs or test environments, you can use spot instances. These offer discounts of up to 90%, making them a smart choice for lowering compute costs when availability isn't critical. Another simple yet impactful strategy is automated instant scheduling. For example, you can automatically shut down development and test environments outside business hours, reducing unnecessary runtime costs without affecting productivity. For storage, adopt lifecycle policies that automatically move data to lower-cost storage tiers or archive it when it's no longer frequently accessed. This helps optimize your spend while keeping your data available when needed. It's also important to conduct regular right-sizing exercises, reviewing your resource usage and adjusting instances or services that are over or under provisioned. Tools like AWS Compute Optimizer can help you make informed decisions here. A multi-account strategy with delegated access ensures that different teams can manage their own costs while still providing centralized visibility and control. And finally, implement automated cost anomaly detection to catch unusual spikes in spending early and respond quickly before they turn into unexpected bills. By putting these practices into place, you'll turn cost optimization from a reactive task into a proactive culture of cloud financial excellence. Thank you for joining us in this video. If you haven't already, we'd love for you to subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our latest content. We look forward to sharing more insights with you in another video. Until then, keep exploring. And thank you for watching.